So this dish, Ghost Fire Green, at its core is poor people food. It's like a Yunnan beans and rice. It's one of those dishes that's simple, delicious, and flavorful that you can down with a whole bunch of rice for when your wallet is feeling a little thin. But unlike a lot of other dishes around the world that can kind of fit that bill, stuff like porridge or pickles, something that's really cool about this one is that it's also a really great way to eat a whole bunch of fresh vegetable. Now, I should say, though, that ghost fire probably isn't the most accurate translation in the world. In Southwest dialect, guihuo, ghost fire, actually means more like annoyed. So...
Thank you, but I prefer it my way.
And that's because fundamental to this dish is a whole bunch of fresh chili pepper. Pound for pound, probably one of the cheapest quote-unquote vegetables that you can find anywhere in the world, but especially in China. So you can use 80 grams of any mild to medium chili pepper that you enjoy. These are Chinese Argentins, but I do also think that jalapenos would be really nice, or maybe a mix of jalapeno and serrano if you wanted something a little bit more on the spicy side. But either way, just cut them into thin strips on a bias and then set them aside. Then the second leg of our ghost fire is going to be herbs, or potentially actually even the roots of herbs if you happen to have some around. Now, today we aren't going to be calling for any herb roots because I know that they aren't really that available in the West. Like, I know that for Thai cooks outside of Thailand, shortage of cilantro root can be a continual struggle. But if you happen to have any lying around, not just cilantro root, but scallion root, onion root, green garlic root, whatever, this is the dish that you can toss them in. So we'll be using 50 grams of cilantro, 50 grams of scallion, each chopped into about 1/2 inch sections, root optional, and set them aside. Then, besides those two things, you are going to have a ton of flexibility with this dish. Like, local to where we live right now in Yuxi, in Yunnan, a lot of people add this root called piecai, or some people even add in a bit of salted duck egg. Or, over in Hunan, they have a really similar dish called caiganxiang, where a lot of people toss in cucumber or Western-style celery. So, what do you have in your fridge? What do you want to eat? If you think that some kind of addition will be really good in this dish, trust yourself, it probably will be. But either way, then just take those and mix them with 40 grams of sliced ginger, 30 grams or about 1/2 head of sliced garlic, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon MSG, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1/2 tablespoon of dark Chinese vinegar. And if you can't get dark Chinese vinegar for this specific recipe, totally feel free to swap this for a bit of balsamic. But then just mix, jwa, 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 really go at it, really kind of massage everything in, and then that is literally it. Of course, I am aware that right now this one doesn't look like all that much, so I should probably also teach you how to enjoy this. So this is what I like to do. Take this, toss it into the fridge. This is going to be your, I'm hungry, I need to eat something meal over the next couple of days. And when that time comes, you'll then get some rice. You can make some fresh from the rice cooker, or you could also just nuke some like this. Then you'll get your Ghost Fire Green, and you'll eat it on and around your rice. Something else that I also really like doing is taking some crispy pork belly and then also adding it to this bowl. It's another Chinese humble with rice classic, really good in this context, so I'll teach you how to make it in just a second. But if you don't feel like doing all that, totally get it. You can also fry up a strip or two of American-style bacon, also really good in this dish. But if you happen to be in the market for some crispy pork belly, this is what I like to do. Take 200 grams pork belly, slice it into about 4mm sheets, and then cut those sheets into thirds or about halves. Then add in an 1/8 teaspoon each salt and MSG, a 1/2 teaspoon of soy sauce, mix, then toss in a generous glug or about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Then I'll add that to a cool pot or wok and then slowly begin to render out that oil over a medium flame. It will take a hot second, about 15 minutes, maybe even 20. But once the pork belly is good and browned and crispy, transfer it over to a paper towel. And so long as you are really good about frying out all that moisture, this is actually totally good to keep out at room temperature. I don't know, maybe ServeSafe might have other opinions, but I've kept this stuff out for a few days, even up to a week. Haven't really gone past there because it usually gets eaten. But yeah, this whole dish, just one of those simple, delicious things. So I do hope that you can give it a try. So huge thank you to everybody that's supporting us on Patreon. And of course, subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.